So how do you distinguish between someone that you're attracted to who's charming versus someone you're attracted to as a psychopath who's going to ruin your life?
So here's what we know about psychopaths, and here's how we distinguish them from just people who are charming and are just people who love charming people who are outgoing and have great personality. So here's the difference. One is they give too much too soon, meaning that after one date, they tell you that you're the one. They've fallen in love and they need to see you again tomorrow. No, say no to that. Let your jets cool a little bit. Give yourself a few days and then say yes. Also, don't give them too much information in the beginning, because what you will find with psychopaths is the minute that you give them any kind of vulnerability, maybe you struggle with low self-esteem, maybe you just had a loved one pass away, they're all over that. Immediately, they give you exactly what you want, whether it's tenderness, whether it's validation, they zero in on that. And so if you see somebody who is overly complimentary of you, of course it feels great, but if there's a little bit of an emptiness to it, don't take that. Move on.
You have to learn to read the clues, and that's why there's no science to it.
No.
And honestly, I don't think you're going to know this on the first or second date.
Take your time.
And so that's why you almost have to hold back your emotions a little bit.
Totally.
That's not real life, and maybe the answer here is just to take your time. Get to know
And that's
them.
general, right, when you're
Exactly.
dating. Slow down, don't.
Well, yeah. Well, we love that feeling of passion. All of us do. But you can take your time to figure it out. You don't have to see them 5 times in 5 days. You can give it a little bit of space. And you can let the natural details of your life come out in a more tempered way. You don't have to be all of a sudden saying your whole life story to them on the first date and then realizing by the second date, somehow they have all the answers to all the problems in my life.
But what do you do? So let's just say it takes 5, 6 dates. And then you catch him in a lie or whatever it may be,
Yes.
and you try to extricate yourself, but you still like him, you still have feelings. How do you get yourself out of that?
Okay, so first of all, if you do think you might be dating a psychopath and their behaviors aren't lining up, maybe they're telling a lie and you start catching them in it, call them out on it. You know why you should? Because if they're a true psychopath, and it's not because they just lied because they're trying to cover up an insecurity, or, you know, sometimes people lie and they're not psychopaths, but if they are and you catch them in a lie, they're going to leave because they want the thing that they can get quickly. They're goal-oriented. So if they feel like you're a little too smart and you might be outsmarting them, they're not gonna spend any more time on you. So you should call them out on it.
So that's the antidote to a psychopath, is you have to confront them and say,
Yeah, basically, I'm not falling for your stuff. And eventually you start to extricate yourself slowly. You're not gonna say, I'm not gonna talk to you ever again, but basically call them out on it, see what their response is, and just watch. They are gonna start contacting you less. And then you can extricate yourself very gracefully from that situation.
Not to go dark here,
Yeah.
but psychopaths, because they have no empathy,
Yeah.
things can get a little bit dangerous even. So is there a way to maybe realize, wait, this is more than just calling him on his
Yes.
This is getting dangerous. This guy, you know, this guy's starting to scare me.
Yes, yeah. And absolutely, psychopaths could potentially take this in a very dark place. They could emotionally become very abusive or possibly even physically abusive. And one of the ways that they can get you into that trap over time is to isolate you from other people so that they can really indoctrinate you with whatever ideas they have. So you have to make sure to reach out then to your loved ones. Don't be afraid to do that. Talk to a loved one because they will talk some sense into you, and together you and your family member or you and a friend can come up with a plan where you can safely exit that situation.
And I'll tell you, if you're watching, if you think you might be someone who's attracted to psychopaths or have other self-sabotaging behaviors, you're in luck. Pick up Dr. Judy's new book called Stop Self-Sabotage. It is available now everywhere books are sold, because we all want to be smart in the dating world, but human emotions, when they get tied up, our judgment goes out the window.
Absolutely.
And I mean, whether you're a male or a female, a lot of times we're attracted to the charmers and they don't always have our best interests at heart. Thank you for writing this wonderful book.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.